In this video, we are going to talk about technologies which are used to forecast weather. Before starting this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Although meteorologists at NOAA's National Weather Service have always been responsible for monitoring the conditions of the atmosphere that have an effect on the weather, the technology that they make use of has evolved throughout the course of time. Because of advancements in technology, our researchers started making use of apparatus that was more effective in gathering and analyzing data. Because of advancements in technology, our meteorologists are now able to create more accurate forecasts in a shorter amount of time than ever before. Here are technologies used to forecast weather. Number 6. WIPS. The Advanced Weather Information Processing System, or WIPS for short, is a computer processing system developed by NOAA. It is also known as a WIPS. This system combines data from all of the previous tools into a graphical user interface. This interface is utilized by our forecasters in order to undertake data analysis, in addition to preparing and disseminating forecasts, watches, and warnings. This system processes data from Doppler radar, radiosondes, weather satellites, ASOS, and other sources using models and forecast guidance products using supercomputers that are provided by the NOAA. Other sources of data include, after the meteorologists have finished preparing their forecasts, WIPS will then provide weather visualizations in addition to watches and alerts for potentially dangerous weather conditions. As a direct result of all of this, our meteorologists are now in a position to generate forecasts that are not only more accurate but also more timely. Number 5. Supercomputers. The Weather and Climate Operational Supercomputer System, COS, which was built by NOAA, is the basis for modern weather forecasting. Due to the fact that it possesses a computational power of 5.78 petaflops, it is able to carry out quadrillions of calculations inside a single second. The processing power of our supercomputers is approximately 6 million times greater than that of the average desktop computer. The National Weather Service incorporates the observational data obtained by Doppler radar, radiosondes, weather satellites, buoys, and other devices into computerized numerical forecast models. These models are used to make weather predictions, NWS. In order to provide our meteorologists with assistance when it comes to making weather forecasts, the models make use of equations, in addition to current and historical data on the weather. This data is used to predict how the weather will behave in the future. Number 4. Automated Surface Observing Systems. The acronym ASOS stands for Automated Surface Observation Systems, which are responsible for continuously monitoring the meteorological conditions on the surface of the Earth. More than 900 stations located all over the United States collect and report information on the sky conditions, surface visibility, precipitation, temperature, and wind. This information is collected as frequently as once every 12 minutes. The over 10,000 volunteer members of the NWS Cooperative Observer Program provide us with additional data on temperature, snowfall, and rainfall. These volunteers collect the data and send it to us. The observational data gathered by our Automatic Surface Observation System, ASOS, and our volunteer network are extremely important to the improvement of the accuracy of our predictions and alerts. Number 3. Radiosondes. The use of radiosondes has become our primary technique for extracting data from higher altitudes in the atmosphere. Radiosondes are linked to weather balloons and set free in the atmosphere from one of 92 different places across the United States of America at least twice per day. The radiosonde has a journey time of 2 hours, during which it floats to the upper stratosphere and collects data about the air pressure, temperature, relative humidity, wind speed, and wind direction every single second. After that, it sends a transmission of this data back to the ground. During times of extreme weather, we have a tendency to send up weather balloons more frequently so that we can get more information on the atmosphere that is surrounding the storm. Number 2. Satellite data. The planet Earth is continually being seen from space by weather satellites, which take data from observations and transmit it to ground stations where it is examined by specialists. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA, operates three unique types of weather satellites. Satellites in polar orbit circle the Earth relatively close to the surface and take between 6 and 7 photographs with a high level of detail every single day. Geostationary satellites orbit the Earth in a stationary position over the same spot at a great height and take pictures of the planet at regular intervals of up to 30 seconds each. These satellites are able to capture images of the entire planet, allowing for the creation of global maps. Satellites in deep orbit are positioned with their sensors facing directly toward the Sun in order to observe extreme solar storms and space weather. Data gathered from satellites operated by other governments and organizations are also utilized by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA. Number 1. Doppler radar. Meteorologists now have a window into the monitoring of severe storms thanks to the Doppler radar. The National Weather Service of the NOAA has 159 radar towers spread out across the United States. This allows them to provide complete coverage of the United States continental portion while also providing partial coverage of Alaska, Hawaii, Puerto Rico, and Guam. Doppler radar is able to distinguish between all of the many types of precipitation, as well as the rotation of thunderstorm clouds, the debris that is flung into the air by tornadoes, and the strength and direction of the wind. What are your thoughts on this video? Tell us in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video and find it informative, like it and subscribe to our channel before leaving.